All right, new setup. Let's go. All right, so first I gotta ask y'all. So y'all see, I got me a new setup. I was tired of that plain white background. I had to switch that up. But real quick, I need y'all's opinion. Do y'all want me in this lighting, or do y'all want, or do y'all want like how I used to do it, where it's like hella bright? I'm kind of feeling this one right now. We gonna see how this look after I finish editing and shit. We gonna go from there. Yeah, so I told you I was gonna eventually start getting my media room set up. We definitely have. Um, there's a lot. There's like more in here. I'm gonna show y'all. I'm gonna actually do a apartment tour, a furnished apartment tour here in a minute. But so y'all could actually see how we actually decorate and everything, just to give y'all some inspiration, etc. But I don't know about this. I had to switch some other things around. Like my mic is on this side. I'm used to it being on this side. And then my camera is still in the same spot, but I'm now looking somewhere else. So I have to get used to that. But okay. So on this one, we got a video that I wanted to react to. Hold on. So this one is titled, "Hey fellas, Dondre says he has the bag, the house, and everything you could want in a man." Yeah, a lot of people sent me this, so let's see what he's talking about. Let's go.
Don't be giving that, bro. You got to go through with dating. It's just like it's being weird. Like I hate that it's so much with a passion. It's like, bro, I'm getting older. First of all, second of all, I've done the American dream. I got a house, got the six-figure salary, I got the white picket fence, the American dream, the degree. You know, you have all of that shit, and it's like, why is it still not working? I look at the gay community, I'm like, why is it still not working? Like, is it me? Is it something with myself that I'm attracting shit that's like not working? And I just really want to know what it is, because it's like I want to be the type of person to have like a love and lasting relationship. Like I want somebody I can love. I want somebody I can like share experiences with. I want somebody I can date. I want somebody I can like cater to without feeling like, not I'm being used, but I feel like I'm being considered type shit. And I just feel a lot of the dating, it just don't be giving that, bro. Like I want a nigga to be yearning for me. Like I want a yearning for me, and I want to reciprocate that yearning for them. And that's why it's like I don't really be caring about having like money or having like the most. The stuff I feel in life that's the best is free, bro. Like it's free. Consideration, showing up for somebody, acts of service, like just doing something for somebody. Free shit I love. So it's like I don't really care about all that other shit, because it's like I'm good myself. Like I got myself. And the fact that I have to take care of myself, all I need you to do is be there with me. Because I have a house, I have an apartment, I have cars. Like you would be good as long as you with me. Like you wouldn't even have to worry about it. But I just can't seem to grasp somebody that just want basic love. And it sounds so funny talking about it, because it's like it doesn't seem like a hard concept to grasp. Like, it's not hard to grasp. Like I just want to love somebody and the love be shared. Like it's so easy, but why can't it happen? And I feel like gay is just so focused on like sex and tangible that it's like y'all don't get it. Y'all don't get it. And the thing is, y'all could get all the bullshit that you won't understand it. Y'all don't understand the game. Y'all sitting around thinking y'all bad, and y'all can beg for this, beg for that, ask for money. You will get all of that. You can get $1 million out of a nigga if you just love them and play your cards right. Like the concept is so easy. Just love. It's so basic. I don't know.
Okay. All right. So first, I'll say I do. I could definitely relate to what he's saying. I was this guy before. Before me and my boyfriend met, I did end up going back into staying with my people for a second. And in that moment, that's when I ended up meeting my dude. That's why I be telling people it's not about what you have. Everybody thinks you just have to get all this stuff. You got to become successful, get a car, crib, and all that just to get someone. But I'm trying to tell y'all, like, the best people will fuck with you at your lowest. And that's how you know that they deserve you at your highest, just to put that way. But before that, right before that, y'all, I was literally just like that. And going from place to place, signing all these different leases on my own, having my own car, having my career, money. I was good. I was financially stable, but it was just, I was doing everything by myself. That shit gets tired. So I definitely feel where he's coming from. Um, and honestly, like, that's exactly the mindset that I had. I was just trying to figure out what was wrong. Like, I did everything that I was supposed to do. I got all the stuff that, I got the basic necessities. I'm a high quality dude. I did the work on myself emotionally. I practiced self reflection. I corrected some wrongs, and I wrinkled out my, I ironed out my wrinkles is what I'm trying to say. So I was just trying to figure out, well, what the hell? Well, it took maybe a year or two after for me to finally meet my boyfriend. And we have been together for 3 years now, going on 3 years. So I do think that we get restless once we get all of this. It's like we check everything off the box and then we start thinking to ourselves, okay, so now it should just come. Well, there's another flip side to this work that you got to do after all of that. You actually got to put yourself out there. You got to, look for a partner that you are actually looking for, not just be going for whoever come for you. Because it seems like maybe not him, but me personally, when I was in this position, I only really went after the dudes that came for me first. It was like, I thought I was the prize. So I sat there and just waited and just picked out of the people who was choosing me. It wasn't until I went out and chose someone that I liked and pursued someone that I found attractive and everything that it actually worked for me. And that's what happened. So don't go and choose between the dudes that's just hollering at you. One, choose between who you actually want. Go after what you actually want. Now you should have the confidence to actually go for what you want and not just choose between who's coming for you. You know what I'm saying? And so that's one thing. And then another thing, don't have arrogance, and don't think that, if you allow this dude to come around, because I made that mistake too. You allow the dude to come in, you take him in, you paying all the bills, this nigga cooking, cleaning, he taking a submissive role like what you just said. I've had that. And when I had it a couple times, but the last time I had it, I got really like, I would like say shit in arguments like, like this is my crib and and like, basically what I'm trying to say is don't do that. Don't be that guy that because you've acquired everything, that now you got this big head and you arrogant, and now, can't nobody tell you nothing. You don't feel like you got to submit. You feel like you don't have to do anything now because you just got all this stuff that almost every other gay dude got. Let's just be real. We all have to acquire these things for the most part because we come from families who, sometimes shun us, or we ain't gonna be comfortable hooking up with niggas and shit at our mama house, so we gotta get out the house. We gotta leave the nest, you know what I'm saying? So most gay men that are worth anything are gonna have these basic necessities. I'm finding a lot of time two men that have these basic necessities that they'll meet and they'll both be expecting the other to do shit. Like, that's what I'm saying. Don't be so arrogant. Still be humble. Be the guy that knows that he's the shit, but he doesn't act like it. You know what I'm saying? Know your worth, but don't portray that. Don't be, boastful and all that. You know what I'm saying? Because we're both men and this is not another woman. You know what I'm saying? I had to learn that too. Even though he's taking a submissive role, he's not a woman. So you need to treat him like a man still. Men do not like that shit. When people are throwing shit up in their face about what they done did and what they got and all that. You know what I'm saying? So treat him how you want to be treated. Give him the respect as an equal partner, not just as somebody that, because you got everything. Because that's the mistakes we make, okay? I'm just telling y'all 100. So treat him equal because his equal is being submissive to you. If the nigga wasn't submissive to you, you wouldn't want him. If he wasn't cooking and cleaning around that motherfucker and sucking dick randomly, you wouldn't want him. You know what I'm saying? So treat him like an equal in his submissive soft boy era, because that's exactly what equal is to us. Because I feel like I'm identifying with him. I feel like he's more like me, more of a dominant one, because what he said about how he wants a nigga to just come around and he, just got to be a companion. He ain't got to do a whole lot. That's how I was. But I actually ended up with somebody who we both just some hustlers, you know what I'm saying? So we both just, but we both also cook and clean too now because of the power dynamic, and we both love it, you know what I'm saying? So every relationship's different. I used to be this guy, but I also met somebody that, we can do 50-50 on that. I don't have to be the only one providing, you know what I'm saying? So just keep your options open as well. Don't just only go for the nigga that's submissive so that you can be controlling and shit. Be willing to go for the dude that got his shit together as well. All right. Now I wanted to read some comments real quick because a lot of people was going. I think a lot of people was going in on him, taking him wrong and being on some weird shit. So let's see what y'all think. So the first comment said he's a homosexual's dream. Another, join the club, bruh. It's rough out here. If you're emotionally healthy and have standards, ninjas ain't shit. Hey, that's 100. But there's other dudes that's like you, so y'all just gotta find them, you know. The next one, those are basic essentials. Got those. Now, where are all the successful black gay males that are emotionally intelligent and available at? Ask for a friend. So yes, like I said, y'all, you definitely want to be well rounded. You want to be that nigga. You know what I'm saying? You want to be him. To be him, you got to have the car, crib, career, the 3 C's, and you got to have your mental and your emotional state healthy as well. You have to unplug all that bullshit and undo all those traumas and stuff that you've been through. Whatever has affected you, we all got a different story, but I agree with that. That's 100. But I don't like how he kind of just undermined it that he had the basic essentials. Like, let's not sleep on people for being successful and acquiring the things that are necessary, okay? Because there's a lot of bummy ass niggas that ain't got all 3, and if they got maybe 1 or 2, they ain't got all 3. So anybody who got all 3, give them their props, all right? The next one, I have dated all types of gay men, masculine and femme, and I'll say this, find you a real DL man and build from there. Trust me, it's less drama and more trust there. You don't have to worry about toxic gay friends giving bad advice. A private life is a happy life. I don't look for love in the community anymore. Too many bad experiences. I just started back dating and everything is so smooth. No exes, no toxic gay friends, no drama, no old dates around go. DL men and thank me later. Hey, he ain't lied. I feel him. I'm speaking from my experiences, nobody else. I found what works for me. Also try to stay away from social media superstars. Try to find you a man who's not so into social media. That's 100. The niggas that got the least followers. The one, I try to go for a nigga that got like 100 or less, maybe 200 or less followers on Instagram. I don't want no nigga like me or more in the limelight as me. You feel me? And yes, the exes part was what stood out to me. No exes. That's 100. The no niggas being exes is such a diamond in the rough that you don't even realize like how dope that is to have a dude that ain't been with a whole bunch of dudes. Like, so yeah. Okay, cool. We got some more comments. I'm gonna read a few threads on this because the community was in on this one. The next comment, the problem with y'all dodo birds is y'all approach people and yourself as check marks and think that guarantees you success or access. Having everything on paper or looking good on paper is not the goal, and people are more aware now that it goes beyond that on human level. There's truth in that, but there's still a haterade on that. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're not going to sit here and act like it don't matter to acquire things, okay? Because it definitely does. I don't think he was checking off on paper. He was just expressing his worth. Y'all be so, a lot of insecure people get so irritated with people for being cocky, confident, expressing their value, knowing their worth. That shit offends people, I've noticed. And those are the people that are haters. You will never be able to, like, you know, see eye to eye with them because you're not aligned if you're a person that is confident, because they look at everything else as a detriment to themselves, as if they're less than. That's their problem. You know what I'm saying? How I feel about myself ain't got a damn thing to do with you. I could be as cocky as I want to be. It shouldn't make you feel no less than. If it does, that's your problem. You know what I'm saying? So that's what you got to tell people like that. He's the problem. Are we ignoring his past? I mean, he may have changed, but I'm strictly talking based off what we've seen of him. He says, does something jarring seemingly for clout and then disappears for a while, only to come back later, repeating the cycle. His claim to fame was being a xenophobic Trump supporter on The Real World. Okay, I didn't know that, but I have seen, I think I saw him argue with some dude or something as he was like kicking him out the house or some shit. I think I saw a clip like that of him. I'm not sure. But I do remember him doing those videos with that one dude, and the dude was talking about, yeah, like they did have some toxic shit going on. Okay, there's some truth there. All right, the next comment. I see a lot of me in what he was saying. We are attracting this because we are kind and not necessarily rejecting those that bring chaos. Those types move into what we want, a relationship, real fast, and we think we are winning until the haze wears off. We believe we can heal, fix, and upgrade them. On the flip side, we are seen as easy come ups for some of these guys. Our desire to be in a relationship can make us less discerning and easier for those types to claw into. I'm in therapy, so don't at me. Hey, he ain't lying though. That was a different perspective. To just be careful when you putting yourself out there like that. A lot of motherfucking snakes and bummy niggas will try to use you and see you as something vulnerable, easy lick. You know what I'm saying? So that is real. Next comment, I hear you. I just wish I could hear a top talk like that. It seems like it's just the bottoms that want the relationships. Why is that? Okay, so I was definitely one of those tops. But you know what? There is a point that I feel like he making is that the very few of tops tend to not. I guess a lot of them don't be having shit going for themselves. I do have some friends like that, so I do see that that's out there. But you should not entertain them type of niggas if that's what your mindset is. But there's just fewer tops. That doesn't mean that no top is out here saying that. So don't get that twisted. I tell my friends energy is everything, not the other stuff that people think makes you a high value person. It's amazing that you have achieved so much. Now work on your aura and watch the person that needs your energy and you needing theirs attract each other. I like that. You putting yourself out there to get used and abused right now, sir. Anyway, now this type of man we looking already got his ish together, top tier. There we go. I like that. To me, this does the opposite of what you think it does. There's a million niggas, bad as fuck, who will love, cook, and care for you until you die simply because you have a home. But you have a home and money and still no ninja. What does that tell you? You don't have what it takes to convince a man to be with you for life. Ooh, heat. As big as your house is and as much money as you have, whatever personality you offer, not only is not worth it, but apparently it's alarming to people near you. Humble yourself. So, okay, at first I thought he was on some hate and shit. I don't like when people tell people to humble people. I don't like that. You know what I'm saying? Or to humble yourself. Like, it's really not for you to tell me how to feel about myself because at the end of the day, you don't know what it took for me to get here. So you might be jealous or you might even just not like a nigga because he cocky. I know a lot of people just don't like cocky personalities, but that still says something about you. But at the end of the day, you don't know what a person went through to get to that point. You know what I'm saying? They could have been fat all their life, lost the weight, like did work, like actually has, come from nothing, got somewhere, like, so, I feel you, but okay. That's for who will cook and care for you until you die simply because you have a home, but you have a home and money, still no ninja. I don't know. I feel like the nigga kind of hating still, so yeah. Because you can be the perfect package and end up at the wrong addresses all the time. That does not mean just because you have the whole thing, all the whole package here in the community, you can still end up out here alone because it's not about just you. I learned that when I was in that position, and that's what made me start getting kind of nervous because about this lifestyle and started maybe thinking about girls eventually because it's like you realize that you have everything and because all the other guys, and I'm not talking about just the tangible stuff like the car, the crib, the career. I'm talking about you didn't actually worked on yourself, practice self-reflection, went to therapy, all of that. And then you'll like realize if I'm doing it, but ain't nobody else, or if like the other ones that are doing it, it's so far and few in between. And if I'm not attracted to them, but just because they've done the work on themselves, if we not like you feel me, you start to feel like this some bullshit. Like you start to realize that you are actually a good catch just in the midst of some bullshit of a bad pissy dating pool. you really can be a good dude and still be alone for a long time. So don't get that twisted. Now the last string of comments, real quick, and we out. Everybody just want to party and have fun. In my experience, I'm in school and have a job and a crib, work hard, pretty good mental health, and at my age, people still just want to sleep around and just have fun or hook up. I've gone to the conclusion I may have to spend the rest of my life one at this rate. You know what? Every gay man needs to accept that as a possibility. I know that I'm very strong, a relationship oriented person, but at the end of the day, even now in my relationship, if I cling on to my dude and I make it like I need him and I can't live without him, that could ruin this relationship. So you do need to know, even if you're single or in a relationship, you have to be okay with being by yourself because it is possible. You got to figure it out. I know that it's against our nature as humans to be by ourselves and everything. That's why I said if you do got to be by yourself like that, if it comes down to that, make sure you got you a nice tight friend group or something. Try to have a community of people, even if it's not your biological family, because I don't recommend nobody being alone. It really is not healthy for us, okay? But you do need to be able to be alone, straight up. All right, next comment. He's known to be a habitual cheater. LMAO. I'm not getting cheated on because he has a house and money. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. Next one. Relationships aren't attainable like they were years ago. I pray he finds his person. That is true. I like that. Positivity. There we go. That's what we do. Another one. Crying about it on social media is not helping. People will view that as desperation and stay away unless they are broke and plan on using you. The best relationships happen naturally from my experience. Also, most men make their own money. Talking about your income tells me you are willing to pay for love, which always ends in disaster. I don't think that he's trying to pay for love. I think he's expressing his worth. It's letting niggas know, like, hey, you got a high value nigga making some bread over here. And I'm like by myself, you niggas is all out there single. Hey, if you're willing, if you want me, holla at your boy. I don't have no problem with that. You gotta stick your neck out there, bro. Fuck niggas if they think that you gonna be desperate. They ain't for you then. Cause if they not looking for nobody, then they don't need to be. You want to get the niggas who ain't for you away from you earliest as possible. Okay? All this, I'm trying to tread light because I don't want to turn people. You want to turn all the niggas off that you need to turn away from you because you're not anybody. You are you. There takes specific type of people to be with you. Like me, specifically. I can't be timid and shit and then be trying to, all the people that I date, if I'm being timid, if I'm not being my raw, authentic self, if I'm not smoking, if I'm not cussing, if I'm not being myself, if I'm playing a role in front of this nigga, that shit ain't getting ready to do nothing for neither one of us. I need to be myself so I can make all the niggas who don't like a nigga that smoke, that don't like a nigga who's, hood, but also intellectual, etc. If this turn you off, I need that to be, I need you to get away immediately. I don't even need to see you as an option, straight up. That's how everybody need to look. Look at this. There's no point of being polished. Like, be yourself, bro, so you can attract who is for you. Okay? I think he was a hater too. All right, now last comment. I don't know this man, but you can have all that. But if your personality sucks, you're not caring, romantic, and thoughtful and loving, then you'll just be providing a roof over someone's head and keeping them afloat and financially stable. They just stay for that. I thought this was common sense. That is some truth in that. Like I said, you want to be well-rounded. You want to be him. You want to be the guy that is actually, worth having, because just having shit is not going to make you worth having. I done left niggas, plenty of niggas that got their own shit. If they ain't treating me right and like if they cheating on me and shit like the other dude said, facts. Like, you do got to be a good person still. You cannot just be expecting somebody to take your shit just because you made it to a certain point. All right, so that is 100. But yeah, I hope good luck to him. But he gonna have to get off that bullshit, because I do remember that interview, that one video he did with that one dude. That shit was toxic, So yeah, he gonna have to be more like, I don't know what the fuck. I don't know him, but I'm just saying, like, and I ain't even talking about him. when I make these videos, I'm using these people as models and examples, but I'm never talking about these people specifically because I don't know them and I don't care for them. Nothing against them. I'm just keeping it 100 with y'all. All right, these are all lessons and shit that I'm putting out and presenting. I'm not talking about these people personally. So I don't know about him personally, but I'm talking about anybody else who's in this position. Do the work on yourself spiritually and emotionally, and make yourself a whole well-rounded dude. All right, that way you can actually get. That's how you shoot your best shot. You know what I'm saying? You want to get yourself in a position where you look at like, I need to become the best version of myself, and then I can put my best foot forward. Because until you do that, you will be in regret. You want to put your best foot forward because that way you can get the best results. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, y'all, let me know what y'all think. Hit them comments up. Like this video. Hey, y'all know exactly what it is. I'm going to see y'all on the next one. Peace.
No, I don't give a fuck about what anyone say. No, I don't give a fuck about what anyone say.